Day 22.
Welcome back to the Brew Crew Podcast, everyone. This is day 22 of the Advent Calendar. Spectacular. Today we got Bavik Super Wit, or Super White. Is that what you said? How it's
Super
pronounced?
Wit.
Super Wit.
English is Super White.
Oh, it's Super White in English.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with the text on the can, but let's just crack this baby open and get started. This is from Belgium, from Bavik, product of Belgium. Ready?
The last Belgian beer we had on this podcast was it Artery? Was that the one that was Belgian? Or Piers Noel?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
No clue. I can't remember what happened 10 minutes ago. Obviously, I don't remember the episode numbers or anything, so it doesn't matter. Don't ask me about
That's
beer.
going to bug me now. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Nice crack there. The smell out of the can. Oh, you know what? Not as weedy as I thought it would be. I assume this beer is going to be like all wheat. Oh, wow. That's a lot of head on that. Yours is going pretty good without it.
We're stinking professionals over here, John.
I know.
We had a whole day at the concession stand.
Man, you should have seen how I was pouring beer. I was just thinking that. When I was pouring those beers,
my gosh.
even in the face of those taps being totally fucked up.
Oh, they
and
were.
Giving us like the most foam you
Oh.
could give us. I was pouring perfect beers.
Me too.
If anyone complained about it, and it's not like the old days where like the cups are like opaque. They're transparent. You can see right through them, and they know if you fucked them on beer. And I was giving them to them, and they were like, "Damn, great beer."
Yeah.
And I could tell because our whole section was hammered. We had like the third upper deck, all the way on like it's as far into the end zone as you can go.
Yeah.
Third upper deck on one side. The scoreboard side.
Yeah, were we on the visitor side or the home side? I don't even know.
I don't know. I never looked at the sideline.
I didn't either.
I think we were on the visitor side.
I think we must have been. I think the.
But we were on the side that when the refs speak, they faced our side.
Oh, that's cool.
Whatever that means, I don't know. The camera side of the TV side.
We were the TV side. Yay.
But we were like in the true nosebleeds.
Oh yeah, way up there.
I mean, people were hammered. There was people that you got to go through this training, and it's like, here's how you can tell if somebody should be cut off. Yeah. And there might have been a few in there that I was like, probably should cut these guys off.
Oh yeah.
But to their credit, in the fourth quarter when they stopped serving alcohol, those same people came and bought water.
Yeah.
Good for them. Smart.
In fourth quarter, I probably had at least a dozen people come over to me and go, can I get a beer? You guys still selling beer? And I was like, they already know the answer.
They know the answer. They're checking all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And like I literally had the tap handle like in my hand. Like it was unscrewed and they're like, you still serving beer? And I was like, no. Fourth quarter. And they're like, what? That's a rule?
Yep.
Just like the seventh inning in baseball.
Sorry, that's the stadium rule.
I don't like that rule, actually. I don't get it. Like, where does the cutoff stem from? I don't understand why people can't just drink through the game.
I think it's obviously misguided because it's foolish when you think this through, but I think we'll give them a quarter to sober up so they can get in the car and drive home.
No.
That's a problem.
I hope that's not what they're thinking because those people shouldn't drive. No.
But according to our training, we know better. We didn't serve any intoxicated people.
I did not serve any intoxicated people.
Or underage people.
People who appeared to be sober.
Yep, or underage people.
Now, I would say in Chicago, there's nothing wrong with, I think, serving through the fourth quarter because most people will take the train home.
Yeah, exactly.
In my experience, most people. Yeah, I mean, Bears games are unique because of the tailgating.
Yeah.
But if you remove that element, which you should never remove tailgating from football, but a lot of people will take the train. Like Cubs games, I don't know why they stopped serving beer after the 7th.
Everybody takes it.
I've never known, other than Matt and Randy Orton, who came for one game, I've never known anyone who drove to the Cubs game.
Well, why would you? That's a pain in the ass trying to find parking down there. Plus, the L stops right outside the front door.
And you can just, even if you don't drive to the game, like my mom does sometimes, just go like further north.
Mm-hmm.
Into the neighborhoods and park on the street and just take the bus. Like, it's like 50 cents to get to Wrigley Field. It's so crazy that anyone would drive there. Just serve beer till the ninth.
That's what it seems like to me.
Serve beer till the ninth. What are you doing? What caused that? That's what I want to know.
Because if it's a Friday game or a Saturday game, you know what's going to happen anyway. people are going to leave the game and they're not going home. They're going to Wrigleytown. They're going to, whatever to there. And there's a lot of places in Chicago to go nearby, and they will go there. They do go there. So what's the point?
Right. What's the point?
Yep. All right.
Chill out, Chicago.
Chill out.
Cincinnati.
Chill out, dude.
Chill out, NFL.
Chill out, NFL. Chill out, Bengals. All right, Bavik. Super Wit. Product au Belgium. Beer Blanche Belge. See, do you like that? My Belgium's spot on.
Like it.
Belgisch Witbier. And then in English, Belgium wheat beer and super white. It says super white on there.
Super white.
And I can't believe someone's serving this kind of supremacy going on right here.
I know, especially in that part of Europe.
Right.
Crazy. Super white. I just
Super
don't like
white.
That. You should never write super white on it.
No, you should never put that on a can.
The ingredients are on here, which is nice.
Yeah. 5%.
Water being the top.
5%. Yeah, imagine that. 5% by volume. Okay, John, take us away. Tell us what's in this beer, if you
really
will.
want to know?
Yeah, I really want to know.
Water, barley malt, wheat, sugar, herbs, which include coriander and orange peel.
Coriander and orange peel.
Hops.
Of course.
Hops.
Coriander and orange peel. That is a Hefeweizen, what we call in the United States a Hefeweizen. Same thing. I think, in fact, what was it? Fat Tire has a Hefe that's coriander and orange peel. Anyway, very
Coriander's
common.
a bad beer ingredient.
Well, it covers up the bad water they use in Belgium.
Yeah, so this one, the bad water doesn't come through. Maybe they have a canning facility in America, and they've transferred the recipe to an American distributor.
That's interesting because this is all in English. So, or maybe it's just
The address is, oh no, it says imported to the U.S. Oh yeah, it's not brewed in the U.S. So it should have that off-white European water flavor. Off-water.
You're going
water
there, man.
flavor.
I can't believe you're going there. John's going there.
I mean, European beers have funky water. It's weird, It's like medieval water. It's got hints of the Roman Empire. It's got hints of a little, English, British Empire. You don't know what you're getting in that water. It's crazy, but
armpit sweat.
our U.S. water
jam.
is like pure, crystal clear, tasteless water. It's how water should be.
Yeah,
European water has a flavor.
Except for in Oakwood.
And you can taste it in the beer.
We don't have clear, tasteless water in Oakwood.
We don't? Yeah, we do. Mine's clear and tasteless.
Well, yeah, it's because you have a water filter in here.
No, not out here.
Oh.
If you let it sit for a day, it tastes like dirt.
Yeah. It tastes
But if you drink it right away...
Earthy and minerally.
If you drink it right away, then it's clear and tasteless.
Wow.
I don't know. It must be, natural fermentation happening.
That's what happens to ancient things. Like me. I'm starting to ferment.
Water's ancient.
Water is ancient.
Actually, everything in the universe is the same age. If you really want to get technical about it. We're all just stardust.
We are. Man, we could just go off on that and
but we shouldn't
talk
because
to
this beer's not worthy of that.
We might have done that last night or the night before actually, but did we talk about the universe 2 nights ago? I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
Damn, how could we miss that? Damn us.
Damn us. Damn us to another universe.
Yeah, to a black hole. I'm not a huge wheat beer guy. I'm just not. It's never grown on me. It's got this funky
I don't get it.
Wheat ale. There's a certain kind of ale that you need to use when you're making wheat beer, and yeast. Wheat beer yeast, and that yeast has a kind of a pale or kind of a funky aftertaste. Kind of minerally and kind of I'm not sure what exactly, but it's not. To me, to my palate, it's not that pleasant. So I've never been a huge, wheat beer fan.
So during the brewing process, Where does the wheat come in, and how is it delivered to the beer? Is it just grab chunks of wheat and throw it in there?
They put it in with the in this case, the barley. There's not a straight wheat beer. They typically use a base of barley but less, and then you add the wheat on it as an adjunct, and depending on how much wheat you put in there, the more it's going to look like this, kind of straw colored, real cloudy and hazy. That always happens. It's from the glutens in the wheat, and partially from the fermentation process from the yeast. But anyway, it's not bad.
It's not the worst wheat beer I've had.
No, me neither.
There's bad wheat beers out there, and I also am not a huge wheat beer person. I don't really understand the draw. And I've never been at a brewery where there was like this undying demand for it, where people were clamoring, oh, we gotta have wheat beer, give us more wheat beer. And it's like IPA, sour, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not like you make this wheat beer. If you're a brewer, like let's say you're Eudora, and you got these beers that people are ordering typically, and then you make a wheat beer and they're like, whoa, this is your best beer, and I'm only gonna order you can't, like when I had sour at Nora in particular, it changed everything. I was like, I'm ordering this from now on. Like, this is something I'm into now. Whereas like a wheat beer, I don't think anyone's like, this is my new beer. This is my new type of beer that I'm gonna just seek out all the types of wheat beers and just try them all.
This is my jam, man.
I love this. No, they're just like, well, that was kind of a waste, of money. I don't know. There's probably people out there who love wheat beers, maybe, but why?
I get it. I mean, there's a lot of wheat beer sales at baseball stadiums across the country in the summer because
I don't understand it.
It's a light beer without being a light beer. It doesn't have the light beer, low alcohol content, less sugar and all that
stuff. That's
true.
I get that.
This is a light beer.
That's true. It's not sweet.
It's not, but it's because it's all fermented out.
I guess I could see some of the draw in ordering one.
Yeah, it's crisp. It's refreshing.
Right. I guess you've explained it well.
Serve it cold, but it doesn't make me want it.
Somewhat refreshing.
It still doesn't make me want it.
Yeah.
I think I had a wheat beer at the Reds game. Not this last season, but the last year when I took Andrew that one day. I think I had a wheat beer there because it was the only thing they had. It was okay. I mean, it's refreshing when you're sitting out in the hot sun, but it's just not something I typically like. But anyway, long story short, this is a little different. This is better. I did not like that. I think was the first IPA we had on the list this year that had the wheat beer in there and had the remember it had the orange blossom honey in there and
I remember that one.
I didn't like that.
I don't remember what I liked about. I don't know what my score was. It doesn't matter. I can't remember any of my scores.
I'm gonna print them all out.
Good.
I did last year actually. I still got it on my wall in my office.
Well, this beer is uninspiring. It's not bad.
No.
It's not. It's not gonna really. I don't know. It's not going to receive acclaim. I don't think, but it won't hurt anyone's feelings. This is a safe beer. This is as close to what people pretend Busch Light is.
Oh.
Okay, it's basically water. There's the video going around of the, where's that guy from? Japanese guy trying PBR for the first time, and his comments were like, this is water adjacent, basically. You can drink it anytime. It's refreshing. It's just like water, basically. This beer's pretty close to that. It doesn't have a lot of sharp wheat flavor that you get in a lot of wheat beers. And the water flavor, that European water flavor, is not there.
Yeah.
It really is just kind of a subtle, cold, watery liquid. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for my palate that is offensive. And this is just, it's a forgettable, uninspiring beer. Fine, that's great. So for its efforts, a 3.0, because I don't think I'll ever have it again. But it's not going to get a negative score from me. I mean, I could bump that score up in the fact that it is refreshing, but because it's just like a beer. You could put beer on this can and it would be true.
Pretty much. That's what they did. They put super white beer
Super
it's a
Witbier.
pretty apt description,
Pretty true.
but
So 3.0 for me.
3.0. Okay, I think that's fair. I'm probably going to shock the crap out of you right now.
Do it. 5.0.
No, hell no. I will never give a Witbier that high a score, and I don't even think I can bring myself to give any Witbier a 4.0, but I will give this a 3.75, and here's why. Because two reasons, and one of them is inspired and influenced by John. One is just my own perspective, right? One is it's the best to me, to my palate. It's the best wheat beer that I can remember tasting.
I can see that.
Because of all of the lack of all the inherently bad qualities, the qualities that I don't like about it, like that John highlighted, which is the water and the kind of nasty overtones or finish from the wheat stuff, and it's not really weedy. All of those things make it a more balanced beer, and it's refreshing and it's drinkable. And the second one is the one that John's influenced me on, which is I would drink it again. I would drink it again, which
No,
to me,
I would, but I won't.
ah,
Sorry.
yeah,
I should
that's
be
right.
clear about that.
No, but I mean, no. To me, I would drink it again, and if it were available and the situation was right, I would.
Situation being there are 0 other beers to drink. Not that it's bad.
Maybe
no,
a hot summer day.
If it's between this and a few of the other beers that we've had during the calendar, this one's gonna win. This one, it does rank higher. Like, it might actually be interesting to at the end go through and give a 1 through 24 score.
Oh my God, that's a great idea. Force rank
like actually rank them.
Hell yes, I think that's a great idea. Because next to the Piers Noel, this thing kicks that one's ass.
So that in that regard, this one does
that one actually
garner a better score. But
yeah, it does.
But on its own compared to the beer world, yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a fair point there, right? Because in the beer world, there are so many options and choices that we have, and so many choices that are outstanding and excellent that we want to try. That your question's got to be why.
I'll say this. I just thought of this. There's a new Mr. Beast video out that I enjoy watching Mr. Beast videos. There's 2 people isolated for 100 days, and they only get like the same foods and stuff. Then they win $500,000 if they do. Anyway, so let's say you are isolated with the Advent calendar. 22 days we've tried. There's 2 more to try, but you're isolated with the Advent calendar. If I'm being honest here, this might be the choice I choose when I just need to feel like if it's like you have food and stuff,
exactly,
but you only have these 24 beers and they'll replenish themselves as you drink them, so you can drink whatever 24 beers you want. There's some beers that for 100 days I wouldn't touch.
Yep, me too.
And this beer, I would actually probably drink this when I'm like, I just need a refreshing beer to just feel like I'm drinking a beer on a nice summer day. This beer would actually I would touch this beer.
Yeah.
I would have it again.
I would.
In that situation, when you only have to pick from those 24.
Yep.
Or when you can pick from the whole global economy.
Yep.
Well, obviously not. Obviously.
If I'm at a Cubs game and I'm having a Vienna beef, this would be a good beer to have with that. Actually.
That would be, yeah, it would be. Oh man, Vienna beef is superior to all other hot dogs. If anyone eats a pork hot dog and they had the option to have a Vienna beef hot dog, well then you have made a bad decision.
Oh my gosh.
Your decision was very bad, poorly informed.
Mm.
I would argue you won't find a pork hot dog as good as a beef hot dog.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway.
No.
So that's a sidebar conversation.
Yep.
Now, you put some perspective on this beer.
So yeah, 3.75 for me. In SFIL's mind, in SFIL's opinion, as good as wheat beer gets. I'm not saying that to diss on it. I'm saying that actually is a huge compliment to that beer. So hats off to you, Bavik, and the Bavik Brewing Company. I don't know who.
Perfect.
I didn't see whoever.
Brewed and canned by.
I can't read it. It's way too small, man. Can you read it?
Yeah, it's Brabandere De Brabandere.
God, it's so small.
Rocksweg 33.
Wow.
Well, if you were isolated for 100 days with the 24 beers of the Advent calendar, which ones would you drink? Comment below.
Yep.
As they do. Comment below.
Comment below. Don't hold back.
Like, subscribe, comment,
Yep.
hit the alerts button. Don't close your browser. I never do.
I don't either.
I'm bad at closing my browser. I
You know-
had tabs for days, man.
You're right. I mean, if you had to do it for, let's say, 100 days,
Yeah.
you would not necessarily pick the same beers that we pick as our top
Yeah.
scores.
The thing, like,
Because they're too strong.
there's just
They're
so
too-
much to that
yeah.
the strong beers that,
Yeah.
at some point you're just like, I just want a beer.
Right.
And there's some beers in there that would be like, I'm not touching it. There's some beers like, wow, I'm really feeling an IPA today. I'll have this IPA.
Yeah.
But this beer would just be like, I just want beer.
Yeah.
I want to get as close to a American Pilsner as possible. American mass-produced. And this would be it. You'd get there, and this would be a refreshing beer to have.
It is. It is. I like this beer. I'll say this. And there may be some haters out there after this, some SFIL haters. This beer tastes infinitely better than Miller to me.
Who would hate you for that? This is
know.
a craft beer. In the end, while it is
know.
very close to those beers,
Yeah, in terms of
in taste,
taste,
not
strength.
style, but taste, it is still a craft beer. There's still, yes, I know Miller Coors has a brewmaster. Yes, there's someone who takes the art of beer seriously. But let's be honest, they're making Miller Lite at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're putting corn in their beer.
So this beer is still a craft beer.
It is.
But it still is very close to Miller Lite.
Yeah, in terms of strength
Bud
and
Light, Busch Light, all that stuff.
lightness of it, etc.
Anyway.
But I'd prefer this beer over a light beer any day. Although there's once in a while I do like a light beer, like Busch Light. I like Busch Light. I used to like Bud Light. All right.
Well, Santa's already got all of the toys made.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're going to be naughty, you got a couple days to do it. Because after Christmas, he's going to start watching you again.
That's right. You better hurry
He
your ass up.
knows
there.
everything about you. He watches you when you're sleeping, you're awake, all that stuff that's in the song. But
He's watching you right now.
There's a certain buffer period right before Christmas, and we're in it. From like the 22nd to the 24th. You can just be wild. It's like the purge, basically.
Wow.
So if you're going to be naughty, now's the time.
Because he's got it all packed. He's got them all wrapped.
There's no going back now. He's not going to, unwrap the presents, burn them, whatever you do with wasted gifts. So just remember, now's the time. Go be naughty. Do all of your bad deeds now.
This is the naughty purge. It's
Go
the
rob
2 days.
somebody.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. Obviously, I'm just joking. Don't
Joking.
do that.
Joking.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
This
Don't
is
rob any. Don't do anything
Okay.
illegal. The Brew Crew
All you-
podcast does not condone illegal activities.
All you kids that are watching, don't listen to Uncle
all
John.
the kids who are watching. The kids love this. We barely get adults to watch this.
Why? I don't understand. There should be a lot more adults watching.
There should be. I mean, the counts on these episodes should be
Staggering.
at least the 70s, 80s. But they're not even, or the hundreds. Thousands even.
They should be.
These are very interesting episodes, and I'm not just saying the ones that we're doing, but like everybody's, the Up North crew, Matt's stuff, Stev's stuff, everybody. It's all great content, and I appreciate all of the extra effort everyone does. But if you got kids watching this, man, don't do it.
Don't have your kids watch this.
Don't reroute their life's course. That early by having to watch this garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be afraid so much as to what JT or Phil says, but Stev, oh my gosh.
I've heard Steph say some horrible things.
It's terrible. You want to keep your children away from that guy.
No, that's not true.
And Deuce.
Not
Deuce
true
too.
at all.
No, I'm kidding.
Those guys are great.
No, I love those guys.
They're great with kids too, I'm sure.
Probably.
All right, well, that's
All
that.
Right. So 3.0.
Yeah, 3.0,
And 3.75.
That's
that
a
wraps
wide
up.
gap there.
Yep.
That's it. That's day 22.
22 in the bag.
2 more days to go.
Yep. And then it's Christmas.
And then it's Christmas, and we're done with the advent calendar.
We are, sadly.
So,
Another year.
I think I'm good being done with it.
Yeah, I was just nursing my liver to bed last night thinking I'm about ready to take a break.
Yeah, it's about time to take a break.
Yeah, I'm not used to drinking every day.
24 beers, 24 days.
Yep, but it was a lot of
tough.
fun.
It's tough, It is tough, but these are first world problems, and you guys don't have to worry about it. That's it. That's day 22. Any parting words?
In the can. Love you all. See you later. Chowder.
Chowder.